Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. Well, the fans have already been treated to a great run here at home, and they'll try to finish off with one more W tonight. Oh, this building's electric, and both teams are set to go. The Canucks take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. The Leafs gain possession. Here they come. Picks off the pass. Steps inside the line. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Pettersson. And he'll opt to play the puck here. Slides the puck ahead to Besser. Coming on the wall. A shot. Great reflex on display tonight on his part. Lots of time left in this period. We're still scoreless. The Canucks take possession here inside the offensive zone. Blocked in front. Loses the coverage there. He's got a little jump. He's in all alone. Oh, what a save goalie advantage there.
Oh, yeah, and how often do you see it after practice, James? Like 5-puck breakaway after breakaway. Well, this goaltender, he does his job, making himself big as possible and taking away any daylight.
Off target as it hits a body.
Matthews' play is certainly indicating that there's something wrong with him on this shift, James. He's going to struggle through it, but I expect that he'll be looked at by the trainer.
Oh, destroys him on the play.
You want to send a message to your opponent early in the game, and that early delivery of a bone-crushing hit, that does just that.
Toronto's got the puck. Here's a chance. What a save! That's how you do it!
That's a great save by the goaltender. Really quick, James. Anticipates quick movements to be able to prevent that deep from going in.
And turns aside the slapper with ease!
Matthews with a message-sending shift here, showing a ton of heart and determination, James. If you look back at this last play, he's injured on this sequence. He needs to find his way off, but he doesn't want to put his team in a vulnerable spot.
Past the midway mark in this period. Still looking for our first goal. The Leafs win the draw here in their own end. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Takes a shot. Turns him away. Picked up along the boards by Höglander. And he passes it up ahead to Bluger. Looking to make something happen along the boards. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Taken by Höglander. Into the offensive end now. Shot! Oh, how did he get a piece of that to make the save? Puck grabbed by Carlo. Tries to feed it over to Domi. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Dismiss that chance.
Demko's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Puck set down the ice. We'll get an icing.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You got to love it. You have to have great timing, and you got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Just here in the late stages of this frame. Still scoreless in this one. Vancouver's taking possession in their own end.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Shot! Oh, a clutch save! And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
Stolarz was the task on that last save, a primetime example that he is in it to win it right now. I mean, that's a high-danger, grade A chance that he's able to keep out of the net.
Center's gliding out to the face-off dots here. They win the draw and go on the attack. Can't get it to go. The Leafs should play from the defensive zone. Vancouver's got the puck along the boards. The Leafs take possession here in the open ice. Picked up along the wall by LeBlanc. Here's a shot. Denies the slapper. First 20 minutes of play is in the books. Both teams get a chance to refresh and reset, and we'll be back with second period action in no time.
Everything old is new again. If you wear your vintage jersey to our next game, you'll receive a coupon for a free burger.
Welcome back, Cheese Pounder. I'm Sabalski. You do you, and here comes period number 2. Period number 2 is underway. We're still looking for the first goal in this one. We've had an intermission to settle things down after the first period. How do you process what you've seen?
Well, chances are coming at a premium. And listen, sometimes when it's a juggernaut defensively like this, you don't want to be the one that makes the mistake, so you can play a little tentative and overcautious. I think they got a guy on their toes here. A lot of play back on their heels.
Toronto's won the face-off deep in their own end. Canada's got it in the defensive end. And he takes the feed. Look at this! Takes that one right in the logo. Hughes moves the puck. Cuts to the paint. Oh, wow, what an incredible save!
I don't even know how he got to that. That's fierce athleticism to be able to get back to the net and make that save, James.
That was amazing! And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Well, that was a 10-bell save. We're going to get to watch it again here on the replay, James. But man, oh man, when you find the puck like that and you have the instincts and urgency and the desperation to attack it, that is one heck of a save.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still no score in this one. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. The Leafs have it now. Angles it over to Nylander. Ahead of steam now towards the front. That goes off a twig. Taken along the wall by Nylander. Uses the force on that hit. Denies him on a slapper. The Canucks moving ahead. Puts it on net. And the traffic neutralizes that threat.
Pedersen's pass was so difficult, James. I mean, he stumbles, so he's off balance, and he's still able to corral the puck and get it off with precision to the shooter. That leads to a great scoring chance.
And here's the pass to Kane. The Canucks carry it along the wall. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Big City's loving that.
Finally, someone has the playbook on him, James, because, man, he has had one heck of a shutout streak going for him. He has been so dialed in. It'll end tonight. But, man, has he ever been outstanding.
Vancouver's drawn first blood as they get the first goal, but it took a while, Cheryl.
It took a while, and not for a lack of effort or scoring opportunities, but they didn't get frustrated. They stuck with the game plan, so they just need to continue to do what they've been doing, and if they can execute, they're going to get a lot more.
The Canucks gain control of the puck against the wall. Here they come up along the wing. Shot! Denies him with the save. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Domi's moving the puck through his own zone. Oh, look at this. And loses possession after a solid hit. The Canucks gain the zone. Quick feed to Carlo. Feeds it to Ekman-Larsson. Shakes loose. Oh, denies him with the paddle save. Grabbed along the boards by Hronek. Here's a shot to the wall. And that got caught up in traffic and goes off the stick. The Canucks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Höglander's going to play it against the half wall. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck leaves the zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. And he gets in front of that rocket. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Well, another sellout here inside the arena tonight. And Cheryl, I got a question for you. You know who likes a winner?
Everyone likes a winner. I think I had that tagline, no problem. And this entire building loves a winner, and that's why they're here. They've been following their team, who's been doing so many things well, in particular their energy and dictating the pace right from the get-go. You can feel it. It's electric and passionate in here.
There's the horn, 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players, ice, and we're back with a third period next.
Fans, tonight our World Famous Blend is drawing $50 gift certificates. Keep your eyes to the sky for tonight's big prize.
Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm fired up. Pounder's fired up. The players are fired up. And I know you're fired up for the third period. Here we go. Period number 3 is now underway. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
Toronto's trailing in this game because they haven't managed the puck, and they've been cheating offensively. When you're not in good position, you're not supporting the puck carrier, and it goes the other way, you're in trouble.
Takes it to the net. Stopped by the goaltender. Takes the pass from his goaltender. Vancouver's got him across the line. Shot! Stops him cold. Moves it to Hughes. Gets it to the other point. Denies him with the save. Nyes takes the puck. Looks to make a play over to Nylander. The Canucks gain possession in their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Comes up with the stop. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Sends it ahead to McMahon. And he sidesteps the check there. Scores! And they finally get one.
Well, and they break through. They finally get rewarded for their efforts here, James. I like the way they've played. They didn't get frustrated. They stuck with it, and they wind up getting a goal. Well, his skating looks effortless on this play. I think that he's baited the hook here. He's saying, come on, come play with me over here. And then guess what? The defender chases, overplays. He recognizes where the ice is, so he turns on a dime, and he takes it to the net for a goal. That's a beauty play.
The Leafs get exactly what they were looking for. A tying goal, and look at this, where we are now in the third.
They're back in this game, James. They've shifted the momentum, but it's their urgency. They've been all over the puck. Their first few strides have been hard, and you can tell they want this one.
Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one, because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
And now it's grabbed by Tavares. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Vancouver's got it in their own zone. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Puck picked up by Tavares. Oh, what a stick save!
Well, these are the saves when you know that the goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Utah's coming up next on the schedule. Get your tickets. It should be a good time. Well past the midway mark of this period, we've got a tie game. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Quick shot! That goes wide. Stolarz covers up for the whistle, and he needs it right now. He's been busy.
He's been real busy. Just look at the shot clock, and the reason why that this game is close right now, and he wants to make sure he makes a no-panic play and just holds on to that puck. He doesn't want to bother. He doesn't want to mishandle it. He just wants to steer it to safety. The best way to do that is to hold on.
Quick pass to Tanev. And he takes the pass. Shakes off the coverage. Plays the body into that play. Joseph's picking up steam. Look out, here they come on the attack. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Scooped up along the wall by Tanev. And a smart heads-up play with the bank. And a good use of the body to knock the puck loose. Moves around along the half wall. Here's a shot. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Stolarz. Here's a shot. Stars! And they take a drive to Clutch City as they take the lead.
Well, the lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the line. No surprise there that another one goes in for him. I mean, he's the team's leading goal scorer, and everyone relies on him to really set the tone and put it in the net, a reason why they're successful.
The Canucks, with that goal, have gone up by 1 here in the third.
Well, you're better up by 1 than down by 1, James, but there's a lot of runway left. Now it's a mindset of attack, but be defensively responsible.
Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. The Leafs get a hold of it. Can't get it to go.
Toronto's been successful at gaining the offensive zone, but they've missed the net, and they've had a ton of scoring chances, just unable to convert, a reason why they're trailing in the third.
Here's the chance on the attack. Denied by Stolarz.
Well, a nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
Gets the puck in deep. The Canucks have it against the wall. Hughes picks up the puck. Vancouver's playing it through center. Here's a chance. Makes the save.
Demko's been dialed in and tracking extremely well tonight, James. Everything that's coming at him, he can see, and that's something that is really critical in the game. You make the timely stop that's needed to give your team some confidence in front of you.
The Canucks are looking to protect the lead here late in this third period as they have been the dominant offensive club. The Leafs win the draw on their own end. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Moves it up through the middle for the right. The Leafs really need a goal here. They pull the goalie and the extra attacker zone. Comes up with a monster save in front.
Demko's
Scores! And make it 20 on the year.
Well, that's a nice number, James, showing consistency and offensive production. He's got to like that one. The extra attacker comes on with the goalie out of the net. They have the advantage, and they use it perfectly. They're all over the ice. They're all over the puck. Coverage is running, and they bury it.
Officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone face-off. Fires it on net. Oh, he needed to make that save with time running down. Well, there you go. The end of the third period. Regulation has been played out, and we still don't have an answer. We still don't know who's going to win this one. So buckle up, because overtime is coming up next.
Now's your chance to play clean. Drop your plastic cups, bottles, and clean paper products into recycling bins throughout the arena.
Players are back on the ice. They're set. As are the officials. Overtime. Let's find out. Puck is dropped on overtime. Let's find out if there's any heroes out there. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Vancouver's got the puck in the defensive end. Here they come on the attack. Game on his stick. Oh, what a save to keep it tied. Toronto's trying to shake the defender. He's in the clear. Denies him on the breakaway.
Hronek's been sniffing in and around the net all game long. Multiple scoring opportunities. Finally going to connect on the last one. But if you look at his body of work over the course of the game, he's had a lot of sustained pressure in the offensive zone, and he's been a real threat.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Vancouver's got it along the wall. They've got numbers here. Now you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Tavares carries the puck in his own zone. Toronto's crossed the line and on the attack. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Sends one up to Hedl. Takes a shot. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out. Stops up from the point. Oh, comes up with a stop. The Canucks scoop it up along the boards. Vancouver's on the attack. Here's a blast. Just wide. Vancouver's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Off target.
He really bared down on his stick on that one. He got the velocity behind it, but it was nowhere near the net.
6 seconds remaining. Well, there it is. Overtime still fails to resolve anything to find a winner. So we'll take it to a shootout in moments.
Limited edition team prints are available tonight at your team store. Get yours before they're all gone.
Time for the shootout, and so many people will complain about it, but when it's time to actually let this thing unfold, there is not a single person I know that looks away. Shootout time. Let's get it on. Hughes has a chance now to counterpunch in this shootout. And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they practice it. A lot of the time, post-practice, James, goaltenders want work on this, so do shooters. He does a great job of anticipating to make that save.
Makes the save and will play on.
Patience personified outweighs the shooter, James.
Pettersson set to go here at center. Still no goals scored so far in this shootout, though. What a save on the shootout!
Well, he makes himself as big as possible. There's no holes.
The goalies have been putting on a show so far in this shootout. Round 3 is set to stops it. This might be turning into a save-out instead of a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender, and he's challenging at the top of his crease, but most importantly, he's tracking and anticipating the next move.
Oh, he couldn't get the shot off.
I think this is a product of overthinking, James, as he runs out of real estate trying to make a decision, and he doesn't get it off.
And shuts the door there.
But does a great job of anticipating the play here, James, and makes the save.
Hronik's ready to go. And he can win it if he can snipe it right now. What a chance, but couldn't pull the trigger.
Have to trust your skills when you're the person that's chosen. Be reactionary. Read what the goaltender's giving you, and he didn't do that.
And he turns it aside.
He does a great job on this shootout here, James, and there's so much pressure on you, but you have to embrace it, and that's exactly what he does. He looks confident, he looks composed, and he makes the save and denies the shooter.
Looking good, makes the save.
This is a huge save. There's so much pressure on the shooter and the goaltender in this one. You know it's coming to a halt here. The game is going to be decided in this shootout.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, in the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease. Just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
Oh, he had it on his stick, but couldn't finish.
Well, sometimes simple is the most effective in these situations, and he just gets in too tight and just runs out of room and unable to corral it and get a shot off.
Wow, what a hammer!
Yeah, he was waiting for the goaltender to make the first move, and once he saw the opening, the flick of the wrist, and buried the puck. I don't know why players don't take this shot more often, James. I mean, the backhand, it is so difficult for the goaltender to read.
DeBrusk's got to come up with a goal here or it's all over. And that'll do it. A lot of pressure to try to convert that chance.
The pressure in the stick certainly gets tighter, and they don't get the W. This is devastating for him. You can see it in the body language.
Well, that'll bring an end to an exciting night of hockey, and for all of us here at EA Sports, including Danny, Matt, Natalia, all in the truck, I'm James, she's Cheryl. Good night, everybody.